I feel like we're gonna be figuring out the we're gonna figure out the horns today. I think that'll be the next sort of challenge. Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't have the chat up. I forget every day. My bad. Every day I'm like, oh yeah.
No problem.
Dude, the Twitch page is still showing me a McDonald's ad after like 5 minutes. Can you please stop?
Good old McDonald's. Hello, everyone, by the way.
Yeah, I can adjust the volume on the music. Give me a second. There we go. So now it shouldn't be as loud as everything you're hearing. There we go. I'm just trying to finagle it that way you can hear Justin as well. Alright, there we go. Hopefully it sounds okay. Alright, there I am. I need the chat popped out and then we can hang out and have a good time. There it is. Alright. Boom. Alright, I'll just cover my ugly face. Perfect. Throwing the brush. Okay, so today we are just going to be messing around with the horns and kind of deciding what we're going to do with that. I know that we're going to be dealing with a much brighter orange we were using previously, so we're just going to see how it treats us. And then we're doing a, what was it, Justin? So it's a $15 gift card for how many subs?
5 subs.
All right, so yeah.
Have 1.
All right, so we're 4 subs off. There you go.
And that counts for resubs, prime subs, gifted subs, any sort of subs.
So there you go. Giving away some little gift card action, assuming we get that many subs. So hopefully we do. Remember, you can always sub for free using Twitch Prime with your Amazon Prime account. Click that subscribe button in the top right-hand corner, and you'll be prompted to link your Amazon account. And if you did it in the past and you haven't sort of redone it, so to speak, it doesn't renew your subscription automatically if you use the Amazon Prime free subscription. So just make sure you double check and see when your sub is due to be renewed. So, but big thanks for hanging out with us today as we continue working on our dragon. You can see I'm layering in some new orange here. We're using rust brown on top of this auburn that I was using previously. So we'll see how nicely it starts to kind of come together. I think it should look relatively rad. Yesterday, of course, we did the face, doing the glowing eyes and such. So hopefully we can have just as good of a painting day today as we did before. So
I don't think so, Dan. I think you can do it as many times as you want. You just have to do it. You have to do the renewal yourself. You can't set it to auto.
Hold on, I'm gonna boost Justin's voice through Discord so that way he comes in loud. Here we go. User volume. Let's make you 200%.
Whoa.
All right, can you say something for me?
Something for me.
Okay. Let us know if that's a lot better. I think you guys can probably hear that more. All right.
Yeah, I have actually received emails about people wanting to, and I can really appreciate the commitment to really supporting the channel, but people who want a regular sub and then also use their Prime sub.
Right.
And I was like, you can't double, but you can give away one of them and use your Prime if you want to. But you can't double up, unfortunately.
Oh, this was from the Christmas music pack we used to listen to. Oh man, I thought I recognized that. I don't think it's that Christmassy though. Let's It's just relatively chill. Relatively chill. Alright, so hopefully you can tell a little bit what we've been adding there. Just slowly building up that color more and more. Remember, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to plop them into the chat-areno, and I'll see if I can help you. I know yesterday we did a deep dive on the physics of a brush, so I know that was helpful to some people. And then remember, today is the day. If you've been waiting to sign up for Patreon, we are starting our new month. Make sure you check out everything we have going on over there. We have 4 classes this month. If you are a part of the $10 or higher tier, you have 2. If you're part of the $5 tier, I also offer private coaching, all kinds of stuff like that as well. Remember, you can check that out, patreon.com/minipaintingstudio. This month's topic is natural textures, organic textures, things like that. We'll be working on Vandus Warlock, I believe. He's from the Dreadmere pack or release, and then we're also working on the Stone Lurker. That's for the advanced class. That should be really fun. I was looking at that miniature again last night, and I already know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be pretty crazy, so I'm looking forward to it.
By the way, Josh, you can get a chuckle out of this, but I've decided to rename the bag of coffee that Garmage sent us to the Quarantine Blend, because it has assured that I do not need to buy coffee for the ensuing months of quarantine.
Yeah, I was sad I didn't grab some of that the last time I was up there, because I was like, oh man.
I have some extras. I have plenty, actually.
We've got some here. I think 2 weeks ago was the last time I went for real grocery shopping, and I made sure to be like, hey, we're gonna need some coffee, so I grabbed a pre-done espresso blend, and it wasn't that great, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't you live next to a roastery, or what do you call it again?
Yeah, I mean, it's Parks, but they're closed to the public, obviously, so.
Oh, you can't call in an order?
No, I don't think so. I haven't checked, but because typically we would just go in and they have a little place where you can get your own coffee and all that good stuff, but that is not obviously a thing in operation right now. So, all right, let's see. Have I missed anything here? Not really? Okay, cool. Glad to see you guys again today. So I'm assuming the shows Thursday and Friday are the Reaper Land with John and Dave tomorrow, or is it Reaper Live? I forget who's on Thursday or Friday.
Tomorrow's Reaper Live, and I think, I don't want to quote people now, but we might have Painting Platinum up and running again. We will see. So if you guys see that tomorrow at 3, then it's a bonus stream, because we're not sure if we're going to have it up yet. But on top of that, or outside of that, we just have Reaper Live, kind of like we structured it last week's.
Nice. So now I'm going in with a orangey here in all of our highlights. I'm probably going to do our glaze trick that we've done all over this miniature, really. So I'm probably going to go in with a yellow, very super bright yellow, to do all the edges. We'll glaze it and then make it all match yet again. But it's very subtle. I mean, everything we're doing right now is super subtle. So, I mean, it may be showing up, it may not be showing up. I don't know. It just... I mean, yeah, you can tell, actually, that I just did that compared to the one on the left. Cool. So, where did you come up with your inspiration for the color scheme? No idea. There was no inspiration, and this is pure luck, to be honest with you. I just thought phthalo green would be cool, and phthalo green's a great color because it allows us to use purple and orange and magenta in terms of complementary color. So that's just sort of how it worked out. I mean, it's a shadow dragon, so in my head I was like, well, how can you make it look more shadowy? And that's what we kind of went with. That, the whole trick here too is that I had no idea what it was going to look like after we finished all the line work for the last, the 8 days that we spent doing that. So I had no idea how it was going to turn out. And then after we applied the phthalo green on top of everything, that's when it you know, sort of leveled itself up and made it to where it's at now. So okay, so now I need to do a little bit of weird work here. The idea being that I need to use phthalo and then I need to mix it with something to get it to start to blend into the other highlights of the secondary colors. This is going to be kind of confusing to verbalize, but I think it'll make sense. I'm having to like reverse blend the color in the highlight in order to make the transition look believable. So we'll see kind of how that goes. Hey Jacob, hope you're doing great. All right, so I'm gonna take some skin tone here. I'm gonna take a little bit of that rust brown. I'm gonna take some of the phthalo. There we go. Add more of the skin tone color, more of the phthalo color. Okay. I believe this shouldn't be super dark, but it's gonna be close. So this is more of like a nasty green, but it should work for what we're trying to pull here. Yeah, this is gonna work just fine. So kind of a weird trick, but the same way that we've been sort of advanced planning our order of operations in terms of which colors we're applying, that's the same principle I'm doing here. I'm just being cognizant, obviously, of what I want this transition to actually look like as it dries. But you can see that right there after that application, that sort of strange brownish grayish green is what we applied last. And then we're just gonna start making it all work together nicely. Hopefully. I hope. But I hope you're all having a great day out there. Leave me a 1 in the chat if you don't have pants on. If you are sitting at home, straight up in your boxers and your undies, and whenever you slept in, go ahead and let us know. You know, it's all good. I am wearing pants. I am not a part of that club today. But see, there we go. We got a lot of 1. We got a lot of people with no pantalones. Look at y'all. That's really good. I'm proud of you. Nothing says quarantine like no pants. Pants are for the outside. Yeah, I feel you.
Josh would be lying if I said I was fully clothed right now.
Haha, I am. I am fully clothed. I don't really hang. I mean, I don't know. I don't really hang around in my boxies.
Yeah, but you've also got a couple of roommates too, though. So I don't.
Yeah.
Like I can wander around completely naked. I don't, but I mean I could.
He says that as he's completely naked. So you can see me tapering this color in where we have the other highlighting.
Thanks, Max.
Alright, so now I need to bring in more here. Bringing in more flesh tone, bringing in more phthalo. Flesh tone and phthalo, there we go. It's gonna be really tricky as we get close, but it should work out okay.
Yes, Frank, you are 100% correct. And that is why I cannot actually ever appear on screen. I don't ever wear clothes, not even in the studio.
I'm a never nude, so I'm always prepared.
Although I will say I definitely slept naked for the first time a couple of years ago in my life ever, and the only thing that crossed my mind was if I have to get out of the bed for whatever reason if some stuff's going down, I'm gonna be just naked, like either outside or I don't know why people do.
Sometimes you gotta risk it, man. I'm a generally cold-natured person though, so I'm never just hot in bed. I always have a bunch of blankets and heavy comforter and all that stuff. So.
Oh wow.
I understand if you're if you're somebody that gets hot at night, that kind of makes sense. But I'm always cold, man. Always cold.
I wish I got always. I do. I run like a heater.
I run like a hater. That's true, actually. Naked Justin holding a weapon and a flashlight after breaking into your house, that's probably not what I would want to see, so...
I mean, I guess there's definitely a factor to that that's positive, but I mean, yeah, let's do everyone a favor. No one wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Jacob Jansen.
Jacob's like, oh, ah. Jacob is going to be in our D&D game this weekend. I'm excited.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Should be pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yeah, we were going to do it last Saturday, and then I realized I didn't have any of the maps. Like, I had the entire adventure saved, but I guess it was all the maps that I had made were probably saved in the last campaign that I had in Fantasy Grounds, meaning when that got yanked, I lost the files that were in, that folder or whatever. So I had to made one of the maps last night, going to do another one, and we should be good to go, but I may release it after I'm done, because it is a fully written out adventure all the way down to dialogue, to descriptors, everything. It's a nice one-shot that people can play, so I may do that, but it should be really fun.
You guys gonna stream it, or you just playing?
Nah, we're just gonna play. I mean, we could, but I just feel like that adds a little bit more work on my end, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so now we got this color going as we build it in. So hopefully you guys can see how I'm trying to build in this color to transition it from kind of the base scale color as I'm applying more and more of that phthalo green in the closer we get to the face. The phthalo green itself is mixed with a little bit of tanned skin. So that way it's not direct, but remember, all the underpainting that we did on the miniature was in that color before we went and added some white. So we're still following all of the stuff that we had done previously, just kind of in reverse. And I'm pushing this color right up against the edge of the other horn sections. Oh yeah, that looks great. That's exactly the color transition I was looking for. So very, very, very pleased. Green and orange, best friends. Couldn't ask for a better color combo to make it happen, so. Do feel free to share this out wherever it makes sense for you as well. Typically I am multi-streaming on Facebook and everything like that. I know a lot of you guys see me share the posts out. I don't really know how to do that with Twitch. I probably can't. I don't know how it works, but Twitch really isn't my forte. But I do appreciate any extra eyeballs on our fun dragon time here. I'm also trying a different lens today, so if you've noticed that things look a little bit different, it's because we're trying something new. New lens, who dis? Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit more down here. Yeah, the favorite comment that I've gotten so far was Jetta Rose. So really, I mean, these colors technically are meant to go together. So I have a product that I made called the Periodic Table of Painting. where I essentially do the same format of the periodic table of elements, but I have a bunch of different colors that correspond to it, and some formulas that will help you figure out color theory. But if you are just sort of looking at the basic principles of color theory, you'll know that all of the colors that I've used so far in this dragon, all of them do interact together. So really it may, the colors and the way that I've placed them, things like that, it may not be super immediately obvious that that's the case, but it is sort of science that that's how they're all going to interact. So remember, you can check out those products right now. I am not selling any of the physical version because I have to leave the house and I make everything by hand, so I'm really not trying to endanger myself. But that being said, the digital version of that chart is available. It's a print quality PDF, so you should be able to print it on a nice printer if you've got one, or you can just leave it up on a screen at home if you're working at home having a good time. You can check out all of those products. I also have the digital non-metallic metal guide on there as well, and you can see all that stuff at minipainting.studio. So, but that's kind of how I do things. Like the color theory implemented in that chart is essentially how I do all my color theory, and that's the idea here, right? Like these colors may not look like they would work together, but physically, that's how it works. So.
I love this paint scheme. In fact, I think I'm gonna try to snag this dragon when you're done.
Whatever, Justin. Whatever, Justin.
I'm gonna make it disappear in quotation.
Whatever. I love giving away things that I haven't been paid for.
I love stealing things I didn't pay for.
That's the actual definition, Justin. Good job. All right.
The best kind of stealing.
Right. Okay, so now we're gonna hit the. I flipped the pillow. I hope that works for you. All right. All right, we're gonna go on this side of the world here as we work on these. Oh, my brush is drying on me. So, as we discussed yesterday, I need to completely keep my brush tip wet, so that way I'm able to keep applying the paint correctly. There we go. Now we're back in action. Sorry. I always like to use my brush like a pen or a pencil, and by keeping the paint at the consistency that I am and the brush at the consistency I am, you can see I pretty much get to use it like a pencil, and it's accurate, and I can taper with it, and I can do all of the things that I need my brush to do for me in a predictable manner.
I wish I was getting an Achilles blade. Unlikely. I think it will probably end up in the gallery once Ron takes pictures of it and stuff. But it's just the color scheme. Frankly, I want to see this exact color scheme on everything else now. I just want to see it on everything. Can you paint the Gorma to look like this?
Oh, Gorma? I could do Gorma with its like mouth literally just like glowing, just like brah. So.
All right. Perfect.
You're like, I expect that on my desk on Monday. Thanks.
Yeah, you can do that, right?
Far Shar.
Speaking of which, by Monday, the plan is, unless of course it changes, I think, is to start the new kit Monday.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure you guys, because I talked to Collins about it last night, and he's been pre-making something. And there's a small possibility we have it available to purchase before the actual show airs Monday.
No way. That's a miracle.
Yep, I mean, I don't want to like hard commit to it, but he basically said last night he was printing the labels and they just had to go on the kit and then they were ready to go.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad the sort of idea that we had to try and like have me photograph it, get the stills with no background, right, and then that way they can put it on the packaging. I'm glad that all worked. You know, that's like the easiest solution to this whole issue. So let me do that here. You guys print that there, and it's easy peasy. All right. So now I do need to mix our phthalo with white to get our brighter phthalo color. Arthur, why are you standing on the table? Arthur, Hey, what in the world is this cat doing? Hey, Arthur. Arthur! What are you doing, dude? Hey, off the table. Off the table. Off the table. There you go.
He's getting stir crazy.
Well, he just took a long nap. Okay, now he's coming to see me. Sorry, dude. We gotta do a cat break. He's been sleeping for hours. Hey, buddy. Hi. You come up here? Okay. Come here. All right, he's deciding to do what he wants, so we're just going to let him do that.
Studio Dcast. That's I believe that's Derek, right? Derek Schubert, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know anybody's names, unless people that are here.
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it is, but if so, if it is Derek, Derek likes your. Yes, it is. Okay, Derek loves your color scheme.
Thank you. So going back with our brighter phthalo, you can see what's going on. Pushing it in there. This is really the only place we need to apply it, is this row, to make our color transition complete. But as I was saying, right, the application of this color that I'm doing is literally like the reverse of what your brain would typically want to do in this scenario. You know, you would typically think you need to build your way up, maybe tint it down, but not the opposite way of working with the transition color first and then hand blending it in. But you know, you just have so much more control when you're doing that. You can kind of direct the viewer's eye in certain directions, and it just makes life a little bit easier peasier, which for me is always the goal when you paint. So just got to make sure I'm not applying too much to break that illusion. I think we're cool. I think what I need to do is add a little bit more to this middle one. Just a little bit. Like that. There we go. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna hop over to this other side. Definitely loving, though, what's happening. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite paint jobs I've ever done, if I had to say. Just because it's all so dynamic. Which is nice. It's nice to work on something that I'm happy about, so. Okay, I feel like it needs to go well. Let's see. It needs to go a little bit brighter. Like this. Here we are. See if that looks nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. All right, cool. What's funny is on these little edges that I'm applying this paint, like it's probably so little paint that I'm gonna rub it off the first time I touch it. So it's kind of like, great, great. But we'll try not to. Alright, we're over here. Ooh, man, holding this dragon is like the worst thing ever, but that's kind of how kind of how painting big stuff goes. All right, let me try it like this. There we go. That's better. Brush tip is giving out on me, so I gotta reactivate it.
Would you seal something like this when you were done with it?
Yeah. I seal everything that I do. Actually, I've already put some varnish on it in the area that we discussed before the stream started. I had to reseal on top because it was super shiny. But yeah, typically I'll do multiple coats of clear coat while I'm working on something. But this guy should be okay for a while. The only parts where we're losing paint is literally right here on both sides of the wings. This side's okay. This side I have to put more paint on, but that's not too hard. But that's why, like, last night I tried to be cool and drill a hole in here so I could mount something to hold it on, because it's just so strange. But I gave up, so. That's when what we discussed earlier happened. So, put a little bit too much pressure, but. All right, I'm thinking that's cool. Got some cool transition there. Now guess what? We can focus on the orange part of the wing, or horn. Wow, all right, so I need a yellow. I need something that we can work with there. And I've got plenty of yellows to choose from. Lemon yellow, looks good to me. What's funny is this song is, it's like a fake version of, oh, what is it, the Motown song? It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. The way you messing around with my man. Yeah, I forget all the lyrics, but yeah, it's like the royalty-free version of that song. Some of the riffs are like extremely close, which is probably why I picked half these songs. I'm like, hey, this sounds familiar. Man, I feel like this is moving on me. I don't like what's happening. I don't like what's happening. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to be going with a very bright color. Ah, I got another lead hair coming out. Got it? Alright. Back in action. Okay. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking for. Very pleased. So again, I have to be cognizant of shifting it towards the middle there, where it's going to get a little bit darker. So I have to kind of know when to quit and stop applying as much. But it shouldn't be too difficult to figure that part out. And we did okay with the other stuff, so. Again, we're talking about these small applications to glaze on top of. Yeah. Everybody drop a 1 in the chat if you don't have socks on. No socks in the chat. Let's see it. I'm expecting some 1s. Remember, we are doing a giveaway today. Once we get 5 subs, we're doing a $15 gift card. Assuming we go past those 5, if we get to 10, we'll probably do another one, right? I think that's how it works, right?
Correct. Every 5 we'll do another one.
Yeah.
What if I'm wearing someone else's socks? He says.
Then I'm calling the police. Simple as that. Calling the police on you.
Can I be there for that conversation? What? I gotta hear that.
It's not the socks, it's the bodies that they've got in the closet. That's the concern. I just need to make sure that those are taken care of.
Yeah, because typically number 1 on my list after I've killed somebody is put their socks on.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna test out our glaze here. Just using clear orange. We'll let that dry. We'll see how nice it is. Yep, looks like that's gonna work to me. All right, cool. I have a couple other tricks up my sleeve here once that's dry, but we'll go ahead and do the same application since we are working on 2 of the same object. I want to make sure I'm not leaving one out. I would like for them to be identical, so challenge in itself. So again, just using the lemon yellow here to bring out our brightest highlight points for me to glaze on top of with that clear orange to make it super orange in the bright spots. Sorry. New lens. I'm not used to the focal length.
New lens, who dis?
I guess not really new, just a different lens. We're not used to exactly. Alright, so we're gonna glaze over. Or do I need to, oh, I need to do the, okay. Some manual work there from the opposite angle. There we go. Alright, so we'll glaze over this. Alright, so we got our oranges glazed over here. I like the way they're looking. I think I'm gonna do one more application. Like so. I'll wait for this one over here to dry before doing anything else. And then I'm gonna go back in with that auburn into the shadows. It'll make it way more red, and it should look really rad. So, you know, we'll go ahead and glaze bottom guy here. And as this one is in shadow, but we can still pretend. I'll give a little bit of love to the bottom. That way it still makes sense. There we go. All right, so now going back in with our auburn color to sculpt in our shadow, so to speak. So focusing on the closest point here, and then in the sort of divots. On some of these guys. I'm using a little bit of a brighter color right now, and then I'm going to go back in with a much darker color afterwards. Instead of doing like, you know, like a darker wash or something like that, I'm just going to go in with more oranges. I think it makes a much more applicational sense. It should look really awesome as well. That's kind of the only thing I'm worried about. Does it look awesome? All right, then it's good. And then maybe a little bit darker in the middle, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit darker in the middle. So that's pretty much the last one I'm gonna do that with. I'll do a little bit like this randomly. Just so that it is there, just so that it barely exists. Just a little bit. Okay, onto this horn over here. And I'm pushing my brush at a 45-degree angle. That way I can control exactly where it's releasing the pigment. Without doing that, I wouldn't be able to be confident that they're, you know, it's gonna leave a nice transition. If I was just sort of laying it down sideways, it would just give me an even surface tension, which means it would leave a, you know, thick line of pigment rather than what's happening here, which is me sort of flicking and pushing the brush in the direction I want it to taper. So it's always important to keep that in mind. I would advertise my Power Up palette, which teaches brush control, but I can't sell them right now, so wamp wamp. Wamp wamp, but whenever the world's back to normal, I do have a product that helps people with that issue. That struggle and that deportment. I'm gonna add a little bit inside randomly here as well. I feel like that's gonna kind of help us tell the story. Yeah, there we go. That helps. That helps us with that sort of inner color work. Just adding small little hints of this color in the areas where there's no orange. There we go. That's a good move. I'm happy with that. Is there a playlist on Spotify? No, there is not. Right now we're listening to Spring Gang, is the name of the producer or group, one or the other. All this stuff is through a paid service that allows me to just play all the music without worrying about anything. Okay, what do you guys think? Do those horns look cool so far? This horn right here, that section needs some work. We're gonna go back in. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing, so we have to adjust. I need more shadow. I need more shadow, or something. Maybe more highlight. Let's see. I don't know. I just need to break it apart like this. Let's see. There we go. That did it. That did it. What model is this? Well, the chat can probably help you out, but I did see your question. So it's the Craterix Shadow Dragon from Bones 5. So this is a prototype of the miniature. The final version of the miniature, of course, will be available, hopefully, that is the plan, in a translucent material. So that way you can have more fun than I'm having right now, because I can't play around with the cool see-through parts. So, there we go. What's weird is I still feel like from that angle, it's like not, it's just not giving me what I'm looking for. I need to brighten it up a little bit, maybe right there. There we go. Did that do it? That did it. So I need a little bit more. All right, very pleased. I do need to glaze over that one little speck of our lemon yellow that I missed. Here it is right here. There we go. No mistakes were made. All right, so now I'm gonna go back in with that auburn shadow, which is somewhere right over here. Ah, here it is. So this is the difference between the two colors that I was using. This is my favorite color, rust brown. This is my second favorite color, auburn shadow. Get that here on the palito so you can see what's happening. So I'm gonna prep my wet palette space that I'm about to use. Just always like to show people what I'm doing. So I just put some water down like that. Now this should be at a consistency that I'm looking for, so. How many subs are we at, Justin? Do you know?
We are currently at 2, I believe.
All right, well, we are 3 subs away from giving away a $15 gift card today. That is a very rare giveaway. I'm like never involved in giveaway streams, so hopefully we can hit that and you guys can get a little fun quarantine money. Everybody can use hobby money during a quarantine. So you can see how I'm layering in this auburn shadow. It's a much deeper, darker color. Just sort of making everything look more contrasty. Going back in on this side with it. This actually is the original color that they were painted. So auburn shadow is this color right here. That's what it looks like. So.
Thanks for the sub, Max.
Ah, thank you, Max. Or not Max, but I know who you are. You're not just another username. I'm not just another username. So now to darken this, I'm actually going to be using, right here, we're going to use Styx Purple. We're using Styx Purple because this dude's name is Craterix and it has the same naming convention. I'm lying, of course. Orange and purple are mortal enemies, so mixing a deep orangey color like I have here with purple is just going to make it a really awesome color that will stand out everywhere I apply it, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Here you can do a glove check on this color. Look at that. That looks awesome. 2 tier 1 subs. Boom, boom. Thank you, Iggy. That means we're now going to be giving away one $15 gift card to make you holla. So big thank you. Remember, subbing to the Twitch channel directly helps all of the streaming that Reaper does. Purchasing the Miniature Monday kits as well does the same thing. There's all kinds of different ways to support the programs we got going on. So big thank you to everybody involved.
Yes, and thank you for the gifted subs and such. Also, as of hearing my voice right now, the giveaway is open. So hashtag.
Hashtag free, everybody. Everyone's favorite thing. Hashtag free. Boom, 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 boom. Here they come. Hopefully, guys, you can tell where I'm layering in this color. It should just be getting a little bit crisper in terms of the line work, the vein type things, the grooves in the horn. You can see me layering it in there just to make it stand out. Man, I wish you guys could get a... Hold on, I want to show you as close as I can the actual application. Like, the step in between these colors here is so strange. If you're looking at it up close, right, it really does not read the way that we've been applying it. If you look at it from this angle, you can see where those washes were hitting. So just look at the range of colors just right there in front of my finger. You have dark greens, dark grays. You have strange sort of orange-green mixes. You've got the deep red. There's a lot going on. But all that works together, of course, to give you the end result. Okay. Hey, no problem, Acid Burn. I appreciate you. I appreciate people watching. Because clearly, that's a big deal for me. So, I appreciate you, partner. Alright, I'm relatively okay with where we're at on the horns right now. I mean, unless I want to make a sort of more drastic change to the layout of everything, we'll kind of just decide on that. But we can now move on to, we can do some teeth maybe? Hey Zambies. We can do some teeth, we can do something like that. We'll see what exactly we can move on to next. We have all kinds of opportunity for fun stuff. So, let's see. Put the brush down and not bend the tip immediately like we did last time. That was a really neat trick. Oh, we're almost at our limit here. All right. Let's see how fast we can do this. Check me out. We're gonna speed run. Teeth speed run. Here we go. Gonna move the camera closer. Yoink. Oh, that's not the right way. Okay. All right, dude. We're gonna go ahead and do this so that way I don't make everybody sick. Motion sick. There we go. Boop. There we go. Alright, teeth time. Fast, fast, fast. Gotta go fast. Fast teeth. So hopefully you kind of get the idea of what I'm about to do. I'm currently applying a bit of a lighter green. Wow, big thanks. Big shout out to the Patreon sub. Wow. Thank you so much. The $20 tier typically has me mail you something special in the mail every single month. Because of what's going on right now, it just means you guys get an extra class. So if you're at the $20 tier this month, you're getting 5 videos out of me, rather than just the 4 that would typically be involved. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Everybody that is signing up right now is also going to be a part of the voting involved for all of the new Patreon content coming down the pipeline over the next 6 months. So that's just an added benefit to joining right now, other than, of course, helping me keep moving and breathing and shaking and jiving and all that good stuff. So big thank you. Remember, you can check out all the information about the Patreon, all the things involved, all the fun stuff going on there at patreon.com/minipaintingstudio. It's that second little thing right there in the top left. So, oh, you want a happy birthday, Sean? I'll do it to this. Here we go. You ready? Happy birthday, Sean. You woke up at dawn, hanging out on Twitch. Yeah. Go open some presents. I bet it's not a pheasant. I bet you're not a peasant. You're a king.
Is this a rap?
It's your birthday, Sean. It's your birthday. Sean, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Just to clarify.
I hope that's great. I hope that's great. I'm gonna ignore my producer right now. I have the mic. I can mute you. I can mute you, Justin. Don't get it twisted. I can end you right now. All right. I have the buttons. There you go. All right. There you go. Happy birthday, Sean. Party all day long. Happy birthday, Sean. Party all day long? Oh, happy birthday, Sean. I'm like, damn. Happy birthday, Sean. Happy birthday, Sean. There you go. I hope that was good enough for you. Remember, you can support me directly in my my Twitch painting, rapping career by signing up at patreon.com/minipaintingstudio. Was that good? Is that what we were doing?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
All right, so anyway, we're done. We're done for the day. that's going to culminate in all of our fun. But I was happy to finish out the horns. That was pretty much the focus of the day. And by the way, guys, I'll let you know right now, the dragon did break last night. Something broke on this dragon, and I had to do an extreme repair with green stuff and repaint part of it, and you guys didn't even notice. Where's the break? Where did it break? The whole thing broke. Can you even notice? You can't notice, because that's how we play. But, all right, so thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, I'll be working on this guy, of course, through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you follow me. Boom, boom, boom. Top link right there in the top left. Facebook.com/minipaint, the Mini Painting Studio. I need to change that actually right now. I'm a big old dum-dum. But either way, you'll find me. But yeah. So, thanks for hanging out. We're going to keep working on this guy. I will see you on Monday for the next Miniature Monday. We will be starting our jungle kit. Very exciting. If you have anything else, Justin, throw it at us. Who wins? Aren't we doing the giveaway, right?
Muted.
No, you're not. You were never muted. I would never mute you. All right.
I don't believe that. And yeah, actually, I just drew the. Our winner is Sharkyinthetent.
Whoa! Sharky literally just pledged on Patreon as well. Boom, 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 boom. So there you go. Look, shout out to Sharky. I hope you are able to get something cool with your gift card. Big thanks to everybody that subbed today. And who are we rating? Are we rating somebody?
Yeah, we are going to be rating. Let's see here. We usually rate her. We have rated her a couple of times. We're going to rate her because she's doing she looks like she's doing a Wolverine body paint. But she's really awesome. And you guys should follow her. Say hi. She actually catches our stream every now and then. We are going to be rating Sky Daddy.
Woo! All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your quarantine day. Remember, I'll be live tomorrow, 2 p.m. like I typically am on my stuff. You can come hang out. We'll have a good time. We'll keep messing up this dragon. So, big thanks.
Keep it classy, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for Reaper Live. Maybe for Painting Platinum. See you later.
Finger guns. Bye, guys.
Awesome.